Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon.
In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust, as the Republic of Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered this day and time, the mentalists, the Amen race, the bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, the intellectual Newton Menkares. This is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing the power of recognizing reality. What is the power in recognizing reality? Well, today is very important. It is extremely important that we, as the elect who are being gathered this day and time, recognize what's real. Recognize reality, because so many people have chosen not to. So many people have either chosen not to or have chosen to, or should I say, have not been given access to reality. Let me put it that way. Whereas many choose not to realize reality, others have been given, or they have not been given access to reality. You actually have people who live in a world of delusion. You actually have people that live in a world of delusion. And in these the next days to come, their delusions are going to be exposed as just that, delusions of grandeur. Right? The people who are spreading reality in this day and time, the real truth sayers, the real truth speakers, they're not really embracing this world, as I said, with your man Kevin Samuels. You see what happened to the last guy who was preaching reality, right? People praised his death. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you about a people who don't recognize reality, who refuse to recognize reality, who have not been given access to reality? Those are people who are not long for this world and definitely not fit for the next. You see, because we're going to have no choice in these last days but to accept reality as it is. What is the power of recognizing reality? Recognizing reality is what's going to get you to the fourth dimension. Recognizing what is real and not allowing yourself to live in this three-dimensional delusion. Because remember, the reason why the third dimension, even the third dimension, is an illusion within itself. Because there's always a hidden side. The only real foundation is a square, 4D. So we are already in the 4D world, but we're standing in the shadows of the four-dimensional world. And because we're standing in the shadows of the fourth-dimensional world, our reception is low. But you see our reception is starting to build. That's why our telepathy is coming. This is not a goddamn game. Y'all better pay attention. Our telepathy is coming. We are moving out of the shadows. And we're coming into a state of brightness. Get ready. What is reality? Reality is just that. What's real. What is tangible, what quantifies to something, what sums up to something, what adds up to something and continues adding, that's reality. When you give me something that adds up to nothing, like telling me I'm black, yet my skin is not black, yet when I question you about what blackness is or why I'm being called, you can't tell me nothing, so then what you just told me, or what you told me, your explanation for calling you black, well, you basically said that don't mean a goddamn thing. And if with your explanation of who you are don't mean nothing, then you don't mean nothing. You see, why is reality avoided by so many? Because so many people have become comfortable with being fake. So many people have become comfortable with being fake. You see, but for the elect, it just won't do. The seams for reality, man. We bursting at the seams. We ready to take it as it comes, man. The reality of the greatest realities, which is we're going to continue on because we stood in the image of reality. We stood in the image of real truth in the face of so many damn lies. You begin to sit up here and sell your soul to beasts. You'll live a lie. You begin to be out here following the beast. And y'all don't care, man, as long as you can get material just to load up on. And then the beast turns right around and take it from you. That's good for you. What is true reality? That which cannot be questioned at all. That which is just there in your face. You see, that's true reality. It is not, it ain't even up for discussion. That's just what it is. Is this time of living reality? Yes, it is. And people are going to become more and more agitated with that fact. And that's it. For the complete broadcast
You're gonna have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
Rising out the black race to the bright race, out the black race to the bright race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the bright race. If it's hell, and then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and